All right, I just got in from a run and had time to think about an answer to a question that I got based on my presentation at the Taking Your Firm Virtual Summit. This was the worksheet that went for it. I think you can still buy a replay to this conference, but I talked about my office hours where I help FreshBooks users and as a group membership monthly subscription model, and I got this question on this video, so I suggested 2 videos, the Tiny Client webinar from Woodard and this video that I did. By the way, if you want the Tiny Client webinar, you can email them and ask for it, and they're going to give it to you for free. And then you watch this video second. This is kind of how my whole office hour started. And I got this question: why do you like FreshBooks versus QuickBooks? So different than how to run the membership. Buy your ticket to Taking Your Firm Virtual for that answer. But why I chose FreshBooks versus QuickBooks, because that's how I niched my office hours. And so I have 3 reasons. I'm going to try to explain them real quick, one take, while I'm sweaty. First, FreshBooks ideal customer is my ideal client. So FreshBooks is a more limited general ledger tool. The general ledger functionality is only a handful of years old, even though the software is very old. The actual full double entry accounting platform is newer, but it works very well for who it's built for, and who it's built for is kind of my ideal client. FreshBooks started off as an invoicing software, and so I think the best way for you to get a grasp of the kind of clients that it's ideal for is anyone who needs to send invoices. So think about your current client load and how many of them are invoicing a lot, and you can think about whether FreshBooks might be a good alternative for them. It's kind of for the smaller guys. It's definitely for people who don't need me in the books all the time. I am not looking for any client who needs me in the books all the time. Other software prices were going up, and I just thought I wanted to make a change and be able to serve clients well, give clients, the smaller guys, support because they need it too. Okay, second reason, my switching costs were low. I am an advanced QBO Pro Advisor certification holder. Yes, I do know other bookkeeping software, but I'm not like a longtime industry person. I'm new to this. I didn't come from an accounting background. I had never seen the inside of a bookkeeping software ever until I took a training to start my bookkeeping business. And so I'm not someone who can do like backflips inside of a software like a lot of the old seasoned, decades-long veterans who are used to working in bookkeeping software. So the switching costs were a little bit lower for me. I think the truth is, if you have, a long history of working every day on lots of clients in different bookkeeping softwares, you are going to be a little frustrated, but they're constantly improving. But for me, it wasn't so bad. Like I was willing to take the time that I needed to really learn the software, and now I can do backflips inside of it. Third reason is I wanted to be an early adopter. So what does early adoption mean? Typically, it's kind of high risk, high reward, right? Yes, so it's not without risk that I've made this decision to completely niche in FreshBooks, but I think the reward's going to be high. I'm thinking of it beyond just typical bookkeeping services. I want memberships. I want to teach. I want a monetized YouTube channel. I think there's a lot of space for creativity in how I can build this side of my business, specializing in this software. And the company itself, I want to kind of be on the ride along with them as an early adopter. They just got unicorn $1 billion valuation status last year. Just this week, they got $100 million in debt financing. So I believe they're going someplace, and I'm kind of hitching my cart to the pony. And no one else is doing it, y'all. I get to be one of the first teachers of this, to be an expert. I invite you to come along with me. Go ahead, beat me. I don't care. There's not a lot of people doing it, so there's plenty of room for a lot of us to become experts. And by being an early adopter as an accountant user, the support is great. Every time I look around, Twyla Verhulst, who is the head of the FreshBooks accountant channel has like hired someone new, and I feel like I know all of her staff, and then there's like someone new. They're helping me in a very hands-on way at this point. So if that's appealing to you, you're not going to find that with another software. If you want to know more about the FreshBooks Accountant Partner Program, I made a video a year ago about how to do that. I'll link that below. But really, you should probably just like look on their website now. I'm sure stuff changes quickly, so I'm sure the sign-up process might be a little different. But you just kind of register as an accountant user, and then they'll get in touch with you, and then they have a certification. They have a great community where we're all like working together to answer each other's questions, because a lot of us are learning how to we know how to use the software, but how do we serve clients best in it? So I'm looking at my notes that I wrote based on what I was thinking while I went for a run this morning. Reach out if you have any questions, comment below on this video. Go watch this Create a Membership Model video if you want inspiration. It's very long. You'll just listen to it like a podcast maybe. And email the Woodard Company for that tiny client webinar, because that's how my idea first got started. That video knocked my socks off, as I talked about in the Taking Your Firm Virtual conference. So, all right, there's your answer. This gentleman down here, Joseph, there is your answer. All right, y'all, subscribe to the channel.